Are geniuses self-made or naturally highly intelligent? Genius happens because of genes and effectively nothing else. A genius is someone who makes a contribution to humanity that is so important that it will be remembered, honored, and praised for many lifetimes. These are the people who not only are consistently listed in encyclopedias, but are given large space there. Genius is extremely rare. It happens when a constellation of necessary, but not sufficient traits exist at maximum expression. A list of real geniuses can be found in Charles Murray, 2003, Human Accomplishment, The Pursuit of Excellence in the Arts and Sciences 800 B.C. to 1950. Over that very long time span, Murray found about 4,000 people who met a reasonable definition of genius. These are the people who discover, invent, and create the things that have shaped human cultures. What are the necessary, but not sufficient traits? Sir Francis Galton listed intelligence, zeal, and persistence. Another component is probably creativity. See the Cambridge Handbook of the Neuroscience of Creativity 2018, Rex E. Jung editor, Ocean Vartanian editor, for a detailed account of what is known about creativity. Hans Eysenck believed that both traits neurosis and psychoticism had to be elevated in true genius. Obviously, if either trait is overly expressed, the individual will be destroyed and not achieve enormous feats of creative genius. When N and P are somewhat elevated, they positively impact the individual. For example, P may cause a person to be seen as aggressive, cold, egocentric, impersonal, impulsive, antisocial, unempathic, tough-minded, and creative. Arthur Jensen believed that genius is the product of high ability x high productivity x high creativity. Ability equals G equals efficiency of information processing, productivity equals endogenous cortical stimulation, creativity equals trait psychoticism. It turns out that geniuses rarely, if ever, have children who are genius. The traits are so extreme and rare that they do not reappear often. It is environment and genetics, or nature and nurture to use the more common terms. To generate a highly intelligent person, a child must be born healthy. This is an energy-intensive thing, both during the pregnancy and immediately after. The health of the mother factors into how healthy the child is, and to a lesser extent the health of the father. Yet, born genius is deceptive. All babies are far more adaptive and good at observation than adults. Most of them have the potential to become highly intelligent people. The first 5 years appear to be the most important for long-term outcomes in intellect and personality. The child must have supportive and effective parenting, as well as access to education. Some children peak early, they are considered prodigies. The problem is that the explosive growth tends to occur in important years for developing an understanding of all things social. Which may explain why many prodigies go on to be intelligent, but not super intelligent. Despite natural ability, all gains require input. You have to practice to become smarter. I'm going to go with the broadest definition of genius over all disciplines. There are savants who are geniuses in a very finite area such as math, music, painting, etc. Savants tend to be almost non-functional in everyday life. There are those people who have a facility that may be genius in a certain discipline such as computer programming, chess, automotive mechanics, and so on. Then there are the intellectual geniuses who can pretty much apply their intelligence to whatever interests them. I am unaware of a circumstance where a person of average intelligence wakes up one day and decides they will become a genius in astrophysics or whatever and succeeds at doing it. So my answer to your question is that geniuses are not self-made.